Hello, Aries. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with a bonus reading for you guys. General as always, it's not going to resonate with every single Aries out there, so please do take from this whatever makes sense for you and your life, your situation, your relationship. It is ultimately a timeless reading, so whenever you are guided to tune in and watch, and hopefully it'll resonate with you. And if you are interested in a personal private reading, Aries, all of that info is down below in the description box. I will also have a list of all of the card decks that I typically use for my readings. So let's get started, Aries, and let's take a look and see what comes forward for you guys for this bonus reading. As you can see, I've got a couple of card decks in front of me. I wanted to use this brand new deck that I received from All Things Intuitive. It's the Messages of Love Oracle cards. And then we'll grab an additional focus message from the Infinity Oracle by Fire Witch Tarot. So let me go ahead and set this aside for now. And let's start with the Messages of Love Oracle cards. Let's see what messages need to come through here for you this time, Aries, for this bonus reading. This could also apply for cross watchers or really anybody who's been guided to tune in and watch. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aries. Let's take a look and see what messages I can pull for you guys this time around. Let's grab a couple of them. Vulnerability coming through here, Aries. So it says you can be completely open with this person. Perhaps you've been a little bit closed off in regard to a particular person that you really want to open up to. Okay, so you're being very vulnerable right now, or this could certainly be the person that you're thinking about for this reading and they are vulnerable, or you both could be. Let's grab one more. Look at that. Time apart. Some distance will help bring clarity. Okay, so this is telling us that more than likely you are not together. There is some sort of distance and separation here. You guys have had some time apart. Okay, let's take a look and see how that comes forward in this reading. All right, let's grab an additional focus message from the Infinity Oracle here by Fire Witch Tarot. So angels and spirit guides for Aries, please. Please bring forward one additional focus message for Aries at this time. Let's see what I'm guided to pull. Oh my God. In your arms. And the word on the bottom says closure. Oh, wow. Okay. So you guys have spent some time apart. That is being indicated here. You are feeling very vulnerable, or you both are. But ultimately, what will bring you peace and closure in your heart space, Aries, is to be back with this person. You just want to be back in their arms. That's what's coming through here. Okay, so let's add to this with some Mystic Moon Oracles, and let's take a look and see how this all unfolds for you. So angels and spirit guides for Aries for this bonus reading, please. Please bring forward whatever needs to come through at this time for Aries. Deception. You know, of course, that could be somebody who's being deceptive with you, Aries. It could be somebody who's dishonest and lies to you or is being manipulative. Deceptive energy could also be somebody who is pretending to be something that they're not because they're afraid to show their real self. And that, to me, taps into this vulnerability. Okay, so perhaps some of you guys are trying to appear as though everything is all put together with you. Life is good. There are no challenges. So that part of you might be coming through with that deceptive energy. You know, if somebody asks you, oh, hey, how are you doing? And your automatic response is, oh, I'm good. I'm fine. But deep down inside, you're not. You're not fine. That's what I'm tapping into from that. And this person that you're thinking about for this reading, Aries, could be in the same boat, that you guys are both feeling very vulnerable And right now you guys are at a distance from each other. And so when we're in separation from somebody that we're totally into and that we care for them and we still love them and have feelings, sometimes we get into our negative headspace and a lot of what if thoughts start creeping in, and that makes us very vulnerable. Definitely. Divine masculine coming through here. It could be my divine masculine who could be coming forward with that deceptive energy. For some of you guys, this is the reason why you're in separation. If there were third-party situations, infidelity, cheating, distrust, dishonesty brought about by the divine masculine. And so I've got a divine feminine, more than likely, who is being very vulnerable at this time, especially if you guys are not together. Observer, somebody keeping tabs from a distance, more than likely on social media, Aries. Divine masculine could be keeping tabs on the divine feminine here. Next card is shadow work. Somebody working beneath the surface, behind the curtain, in the shadows. So I feel my divine masculine could still be operating from the shadow here, could be in a dark space at this time. You know, I mean, somebody who sits in the dark looking at their laptop, checking out social media, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, you name it, whatever it is, they're on, keeping tabs on you, possibly Aries. Or for some of you guys, this could be you doing this, or you're both doing this, both checking each other out from a distance because you're not together at this time, and perhaps you feel as though you belong together and you just feel empty and vulnerable when you are in separation. But there are changes that are happening here. Metamorphosis, I feel these changes are actually good for this situation. This time apart, as this card states, some distance will help bring clarity. Clarity is needed here. And that's a part of the metamorphosis. Some changes need to happen in the dynamic of this connection. We have inner child. Whenever this card comes through, it always reminds me of somebody who may have had a painful or difficult childhood, some childhood memories that were painful or traumatic or chaotic. And whoever this is, this person could still be bringing forward those energies from their upbringing into their adulthood. This is a little girl in this photo, so it could be my divine feminines who are in that space. And that's contributing to that vulnerable state that my divine feminines might be in. Perhaps as a child, some of you guys may have been abandoned or felt abandoned by a parent. And for some of my divine feminines again, perhaps when you guys went into separation, you felt as though the divine masculine abandoned you. But somebody's actually watching you from a distance. You might not even realize this. I feel the guided card is coming through here and is falling right below divine masculine. I feel my divine masculine especially is being guided towards the divine feminine. You know, look at this card. I mean, in your arms. That's what's going to bring you guys closure. That's the only thing that will ultimately bring you both peace, is to come back together. I tap into divine feminine energy from this usually. That's very similar in energy to the Three of Swords, which is lack of communication, heartbreak over a separation. Perhaps part of what the divine masculine is observing from a distance is that the divine feminine is very sad, heartbroken over the fact that you guys are apart at this time. And look, here's our mask. Deceptive energy, somebody wearing a false mask, somebody who's pretending to be something aside from what they are. Dishonest energy too. And that's falling right below shadow work. And I can't help but feel that it's my divine masculine, whoever's resonating with that, my divine masculine who is in the shadows, hiding certain aspects of their life at the moment. So, possibly pretending to be all put together right now, like life is good, I'm good to go, I don't need anyone, I'm strong, I'm cool, life is good. But nope, it's not. It's not. Confirmation that you guys are not talking right now. And remember when I was talking about this inner child energy, perhaps feeling like somebody abandoned someone. Look at this next card. There's that abandoned energy. Somebody either walked away or disengaged or retreated from a love connection here, and that's what's contributed to the time apart here. Someone might have freaked out and just wasn't ready to take it to the next level and decided to end things here. I feel it could have been my divine masculine, which is why I've got in this photo, it's a female figure. So divine feminine for me in this reading is heartbroken, very hurt and devastated over the fact that somebody abandoned this relationship. That's what brought you guys into separation. There's a barrier that is coming through here as well. This barrier is what's preventing both of you from coming towards each other right now. Compromise. That's what's needed to remove that barrier, is for both of you guys to meet each other halfway, to put forward equal energy to actually work on this partnership and to bring about whatever closure it is that you need so that you guys can come back together. Part of this barrier for some of you has something to do with a third party situation. That is what's coming through here, guys. Energetically, you guys are receiving each other's messages, whatever it is that you're sending to this person. Vibrationally, they're getting it, and they're picking up off of your vibes too, Aries. If you're feeling sad and heartbroken, the other person, they're picking up off of that. Winter. Right now we're in the fall season. Of course, it depends on where you're located throughout the world. Here in the United States, we are in the fall season. We're about to welcome in the winter season, the latter half of this month. The winter card could also be bringing forward cold, stagnant, frozen energy, where there is no communication, there is no movement between the two of you. Somebody's numbing themselves. I typically tap into divine masculine energy from that, and we already have the divine masculine card being represented here. That numbing energy for me is somebody who might be drinking too much or engaging in some other toxic behavior to where they're just numbing themselves and they don't want to feel, they're not ready to feel, they're not ready to deal with anything. There is a desire to communicate here, but right now, there is none. But we do have the metamorphosis here, okay? So however small, however slow, I do see that something's shifting. It might be in the shadows for now, but something is shifting here that will ultimately bring you back into this person's arms. They're still checking you out. Remember, Aries, they're still watching you. They haven't moved on from wanting you. You guys might actually be thinking the same thing and are doing the same thing, to where you're both really vulnerable, afraid to open up to each other. And that goes back to that deceptive energy of pretending like you're fine, but you're not. You both might not be fine at this time. This person, Aries, that you want to be back in their arms, they're coming forward as your soulmate. That's why you can't seem to detach and let go, because they are your soulmate. You feel this magnetic pull, constant magnetic pull and draw to this person. But yeah, there's a separation here. You know, it's confirming that time apart from each other, some distance. But this distance, as this card reads, it will help you guys find clarity in the dynamic of your relationship. You both need to reclaim your self-worth here. Rebuild your self-esteem. Love yourself first. It's okay to be vulnerable, but you have to get control of the level of vulnerability here, because if you're too vulnerable, then that's preventing you guys from actually communicating constructively and productively. So action needs to be taken, and I do feel part of that energy of the metamorphosis is eventually, I think I'm feeling more so divine masculine energy here, that my divine masculine is the one that's going to reach out first and take action to be able to manifest a reunion here, so you guys can reunite and hug it out, get back into each other's arms, and just be able to love each other once again and be back together. We've got big dreams being represented here as well. And look at the next card after that, twin flame. So whether you identify more with a soulmate bond or a twin flame connection, it doesn't really matter. This is coming through as a very special soul connection. It really doesn't matter which one you identify with. Some of you might gravitate towards both, where you feel that this person could be both your soulmate and twin flame. That is definitely a potential. But right now, this is where you're communicating in the fifth dimension. What you're both wanting is to come back into each other's arms in the 3D. And the way that that's going to happen is through these small changes that are going on beneath the surface for now. But somebody will eventually take that first step to create movement here by some sort of action to either open up lines of communication so you guys can start talking once again, and to start healing broken hearts and deal with the pain, however way that presents itself in your situation. Because the love, guys, it's still here between the two of you. You know, the love is still there, despite this time apart from each other. All right, so let's add some Twin Flame Journey Tarot to this. And we do have that Twin Flame card coming through. But for those who resonate more with a soulmate bond, it's right there also. So angels and spirit guides for Aries, please. What else do we need to know for this bonus reading, please? For Aries, what else do we need to know at this time? Why are you guys in separation? Because I'm feeling here that you really both want to come back together. But yeah, you're both feeling very vulnerable, I feel. But this time apart is giving you guys a lot of time to really do some soul searching and figure out what it is that you want truly with each other. All right. These are two cards coming up reversed, so that's how I'm going to read them. The Five of Swords is air energy, so that's Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. In the upright, it does say mind games and control, okay, but it is coming up reversed. So the Five of Swords in reverse is lingering resentment of some sort, but there is the desire to reconcile, the desire to forgive. Isn't that interesting? And then we've got the Page of Pentacles coming through as well. Pentacles is earth energy. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. For some of you guys, in this particular deck in the upright, this does say concrete ideas, but it is coming up reversed as well. So the Page of Pentacles in reverse is a lack of commitment and laziness. And perhaps that could have been this person, Aries, if they were just too lazy to be able to possibly commit last time when you guys were together. That might have ultimately been the problem here. And for some of you guys who chose to enter into third-party situations because this person couldn't commit to you before, I feel part of the clarity that the time apart is giving you guys is for them to realize how much they truly love you and want you. They want you. The next card is the Eight of Pentacles, followed by the Queen of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, King of Swords, Knight of Cups, and we end with the Ten of Wands. So, let me move these guys up. The Eight of Pentacles is a work in progress, and I do believe that. Pentacles, as I mentioned, is earth energy, so Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus for some of you guys. So even though you might not see the progress, there is progress being made here. You know, because part of that progress is in the heart space of this person. They are making progress as far as how they are wanting to manifest a reconnection with you, to take it out of the fifth dimension and actually bring it to fruition in the 3D. For those of you too who have been wanting to go back to school or pursue higher education, that's a part of the energy of the Eight of Pentacles. There is passion. There is diligence as a part of that energy. The Queen of Swords is very sharp and assertive. Swords is air, so Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. This more than likely could certainly be a divine feminine who chose to cut things or people out of her life. This could be you, Aries, especially my divine feminines. If you chose to cut the divine masculine out of your life for whatever reason, they could have been deceptive with you. They could have been in a third-party situation. And if that's the case, that's totally understandable. But I feel here, again, time apart, some distance will help bring clarity. And part of that clarity is I feel your person, Aries, whether it's divine masculine or divine feminine, they really want to work things out with you. I feel that. We've got the Ace of Pentacles, so we've got more earth energy coming through there. Wise investment. Who is it that you choose to invest your time with? Choose wisely. That Ace of Pentacles is beautiful because it's manifestation. Manifestation of a reunion with the one that you love. Manifestation of better things happening in your life. Manifestation of these big dreams coming true. It's also tapping into prosperity. So those who have been struggling financially, that's going to improve. We've got the King of Swords coming through as well. So more air energy. This king is very quick-witted and intellectual. This could be your person, Aries, the person that you're thinking about for this reading. And for my divine masculines, if you happen to be coming through as the King of Swords, you know, you have the power within you as well to cut people and experiences and negative baggage out of your life. But we have a couple here, okay? The King and Queen of Swords both coming through here. And I feel it's just a matter of time before you guys come back together. Be back in each other's arms. There is a romantic gesture that's going to be extended here from my divine masculine, I feel, to my divine feminine. Cups is water energy. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and then we've got 10 of Wands right after that with those heavy burdens. That's fire energy here. That's your own energy, Aries, as well as Leo and Sagittarius, of course. So if you're carrying these heavy burdens, it might have something to do with this deceptive energy. Lay it down. You don't need to carry it anymore. Cut it out of your life. But yeah, somebody's about to make a very romantic gesture here. And that's possibly what might start opening up these lines of communication between the two of you, because the love is here. Okay, we have soulmate, and we also have, where is my twin flame card? Here it is. So it's just a matter of time before you guys start communicating again, I feel. But yeah, don't carry these burdens anymore, Aries. Put them down. You've been carrying them for far too long. And if that's what's contributing to making you feel very vulnerable and that you can't be completely open with this person that you have in mind for this reading, just know that you can lay it down at any given time. You can just be yourself. You don't have to wear a false mask here. You don't have to be deceptive with your person, and they don't have to be deceptive with you. You can actually both be really honest with each other and what it is that you're wanting to manifest in this connection. Make these big dreams come true together. Okay, so let's add some romance angels to this, Aries. Let's see what else needs to come through here for you guys. So angels and spirit guides for Aries for this bonus reading. What else do we need to know, please? What else do we need to know, Aries, for this bonus reading? Look at that. Something's going to happen sooner rather than later, guys. Because remember, you know, we've got that metamorphosis card coming through here. We also have that action card. Somebody's about to make a decision and create movement here. Could be you, Aries. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. If what you're wanting is this person, decide. And you might just be surprised what actually manifests here between the two of you. Let your friends help you if that's something that you need at this time. We have children here, so some of you guys may have children together, or you may have children from previous relationships. You may have created a blended family for some of you guys. These children are being affected by the dynamic of this relationship. And also, occasionally, children could tap into somebody who may have been immature when you guys were having trouble in your relationship. Somebody was being a little bit immature here in their energy. And that could also be tapping into the energy of this inner child card. We have codependency coming through. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Part of the reason why you guys may have gone into separation for some of you. This person might have had addictive behavior of some sort, Aries. It could have been you as well for some of you guys. Whoever it is that has this issue, it's coming through and it's being reflected here in this reading. Part of this shadow work is whoever is dealing with codependency is they might be trying to deal with this problem on their own without shining the light on their problem. So they would prefer to keep it in the shadows so that they could just work on it and tackle it and not have to deal with the ramifications of other people getting into their business. That could be a part of that. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. This is something that you both need to do, Aries. Once you let go and heal what is no longer serving both of you, then all you can do from there on out is move forward and continue to change and learn and grow. There's an engagement coming through for some of you guys. This is a very passionate connection. You got to start with yourself, though. Love yourself first, okay? So for some of my Aries viewers, you might have an unexpected proposal coming your way. There's a lot going on in the shadows that you're not even sure about. And for some of you guys, it might be plans for an engagement or a proposal. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Very passionate connection between you and this person, Aries. You know, you guys just feel the passion when you're in each other's arms. But yes, it starts with you. The love that you want to find outside of yourself, it starts with you first. You got to love yourself first. That's where your self-respect starts, with you. It makes you truly more romantically attractive. That is part of the energy of that card. So it's okay to be vulnerable, but you don't want to be there forever. Just know that when it's time, you can actually be very honest and open with this person that you have in mind for this reading. You know, they are either your soulmate, your twin flame, or a combination of both. All right. So I want to grab some additional messages from the Unspoken Messages Volume 2 deck by Fire Witch Tarot. So if this person could speak to you, Aries, what is it that they would want to say? And this could also be picking up off of your energies. What is it that you want to say to this person that you want back in your life, back in your arms? So let's grab a few messages from this deck, and whatever ones you are able to resonate with, take from it what makes sense for your situation. Angels and spirit guides for Aries, please. Please bring forward whatever messages need to come through for the collective and whoever needs to speak up here. Whoever needs to speak up here, please bring it forward. I tried to stop spying on you, but then I got withdrawals. They tried, but they're still keeping tabs on you. It's almost like they tried to stop keeping tabs on you and watching you from a distance, but you know, you're almost coming forward like a drug type addiction, and that could certainly be picking up off of this codependency. They might actually be a little bit obsessed with you, Aries. Look at this next message. I love your magnetic, seductive qualities. Exactly. You guys can't wait to be back in each other's arms. I feel it. This passion is intense. You guys are not going to believe this next message. Look at this. Do you see that? My beloved twin flame, I'm coming home. Oh my God. So some of you guys that know you're in a twin flame connection with somebody and you're in separation from this person, time apart, they're coming back. They're telling you right here, I'm coming home, especially if you guys share a home together. And if this person might have abandoned you, this time apart gave them the clarity that they needed. They want to come back. Look at this next message. I'm trying to find a new distraction to get you off my mind. But what I'm feeling here, guys, is that they're just not successful in doing that. They've tried to forget. They've tried to move on. You know, going back to this first card, they tried to stop spying on you, but then I got withdrawals. You know, they're trying, for some of you, this person that you're in separation from, they're trying to fill their life with other things or other people, and it's just not working because you're still very much a part of their heart, of their mind, of their memories, of their soul. You know, it's one of those things where you can try to run, but you can't hide. You can't hide from what's in your heart. Next message. I understand what you need without you having to say it. That's because you guys are so in tune with each other. This came through in one of my other bonus readings, I forget which. But yeah, this is two people that have the capability of finishing each other's sentences. Let me grab one more. I love how our vibes collide when we are together. This is the best collision I know of, being back in their arms. Being back in the life, in the arms, in the heart of the one that you want to be with. Man, I'm looking at these next two cards. I'm going to show these to you guys because it's so amazing. Look at this next one. Okay, it says, I think of you before bed just so I can dream about you. They still think about you, Aries. They're still dreaming about you. They still want you. And then one more. My beloved, we will make it through this twin flame journey. There we go again. So heavy twin flame representation here. Okay. We've got a couple twin flame messages coming through here. My beloved, we will make it through this twin flame journey. And my beloved twin flame, I'm coming home. They'll be back. They will be back, guys. That applies to soulmates too. They will be back. You guys might be apart right now, but the distance has brought on some clarity for this person and perhaps for you as well, Aries. It's just a matter of time before you hear back from this person, I feel. So hang in there. It will eventually fall into the 3D instead of the 5th dimension. I feel you're bound to come back into this person's life and in their arms once again. Wow. All right, guys. So that's where I'm going to leave this reading. Some beautiful messages that came through here for you, Aries. So whatever part of this reading resonated with you, I do hope that you were able to gravitate towards the messages and that it helped you somehow. All right, guys. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you're interested in your own personal private reading, all of that information is down below in the description box. I will be back real soon with more readings for you. And I do plan on posting a lot more content and more readings in 2020. So definitely stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.